good afternoon to you, and thanks for joining us on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. And this is From the Territory. I am Aisha Oba Ali. The bulletin continues shortly. Thanks for staying tuned. And now let's begin from the religious bit. Man's quest for material possessions was the cardinal focus of the Sunday sermon at the Christ Apostolic Church, All Saints Chapel headquarters, where the zonal superintendent of the zone, Pastor Olusegun Adelugbe, presided. Deborah Gazajimaika reported that the clergymen used their tree script to illustrate the message and expatriated on the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19, which teaches Christians not to store their treasures on earth.
Speaking extensively on the subject matter, the choice between heavenly and earthly treasures, the zonal superintendent of All Saints Zone of the Christ Apostolic Church, Pastor Olusegun, also taught the congregants that they cannot at the same time serve God and money, emphasizing that Christians are to examine their place here on earth and its possessions to see if all they have acquired will be of value to them after rapture.
The message today is that we should, as much as possible, try to stop our treasures in heaven, because that is what is most permanent, secure. That anything we do, storing up treasures on earth, is so transient, ephemeral, and insecure. So that's the whole essence of the message. It's a subset of teachings on money and possession that Jesus Christ did.
Congregation full of thanks to God praised and danced to the glory of God Almighty. In Abuja, Deborah Gazajimaika, NTA News.
Meanwhile, a special Sunday church service is ongoing at the Economical Center to mark Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. And the full package will come up in our subsequent bulletin. And now to other stories. Nigerian Railway Corporation has reacted to complaints of passengers in obtaining tickets online, leading to ticket racketeering on the Abuja-Kaduna train service. To end this practice, the management has set up a team to investigate, while Muhammad Modibo Ibrahim has been directed to take over as manager of the Abuja-Kaduna train station with immediate effect. The Railway Corporation is appealing to passengers to exercise patience as the situation will soon be brought under control. Meanwhile, the MD has directed an increase in the number of train frequencies on the route within the next 2 weeks. The FCT Police Command says its attention has been drawn to rumors of an alleged planned abduction at the University of Abuja campus by unspecified individuals circulating on the social media. A statement signed by the command's public relations officer, Josephine Ade, says the report is a baseless publication being propagated by rumor mongers and aiming to create unfolded panic and apprehension among FCT residents and the university community. The statement reiterates that the command's commitment to securing and safeguarding the lives and property of residents in the FCT, as adequate deployment of personnel and equipment have been implemented to that effect, including the University of Abuja. And away from security, and now to education. 466 candidates from public and private schools have sat for placement examination into the FCT school for the gifted in Gwagwalada. Hadiza Godwin Ebune report that only candidates with the required number of 8 A's in their basic education certificate examination, junior WAEC, are qualified to sit for the placement examination.
This exercise is aimed at picking the best students, a test that sieves many candidates in the process, considered by the students as necessary, as candidates are being tested in mathematics, English, and general knowledge.
Although it's been smooth since the first paper, math, although math was a little bit hard for me, but I managed to finish on time.
I studied for the exam, and most of what I studied is what came out in the exam.
Like I know all other schools are also trying, but I want to go for the gifted because they are really good at science.
To ensure compliance to only qualified candidates sitting for the examination for the School for the Gifted Gwagwalada, Director, Education Resource Center, Nimat Dawood Abdurrahim, embarked on a monitoring tour of the examination center. She stressed the need for the candidates to approach every subject and topic wholeheartedly, focusing on straightforward answers without wasting too much time.
The FCT Education Secretariat under the Secondary School Education Board has a school called School for the Gifted. From the name, it means that it's meant for the best out of the best, so to say. So it's School for the Gifted, and annually the students that are selected for this particular exam are students that have 8 A's and above in their BECE, that is Basic Education Certificate exam, which is also being conducted by the ERUC. So once a child automatically has 8 A's and above, automatically the system has been, the website has been set in a way that that child will be selected for this particular exam.
Strategically located away from the heart of the FCT, the School for the Gifted has 300 spaces available for new intakes, therefore making the examination a keen contest for only the proficient and qualified. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NTA News.
Your country. And how easy is it for you to access information on policies and programs of government or private organizations? The United Nations General Assembly recognizes the role of development in democracy to make knowledgeable the citizens, hence the declaration of the International Day of Universal Access to Information, to which Nigeria is a signatory. Sophia Norma Uche tells us more on this integral aspect of the media, which play a major role in information dissemination.
International Day of Universal Access to Information is part of unanimous agreement for information to be made available for the citizenry whenever the need arises, especially in a democratic setting, because it is believed that non-availability of information leads to fake news and rumors. But how easy is it to access information?
If you are talking about the police, it's difficult. If you are talking about the civil service, in fact, the worst. If you are talking about even private agencies, you are a suspect when you are coming to look for information. Everybody, their watchword is to hold information from you and ensure that you don't get that information you need.
It has not been easy, I will say that, but I think it shows that, but with what is happening, it shows that we are really making progress. And I think from we don't really get maybe most times maybe complaints that people maybe they cannot access information, but also there is also some hindrances here and there.
Quality information is said to enhance followership, health and development.
Information dissemination is very, very key in sustainable development because the citizenry need to be informed, and also is also the oxygen for the type of democracy. The democracy thrives when we have informed citizens. And how do they get informed? Is when multiplicity of information. And I will tell you that although there is Freedom of Information Act in Nigeria, which enables somebody to even through a third party to seek for maybe any information from public, and also maybe
with this year's theme, mainstreaming access to information and participation in the public sector, image makers say it is a right for every Nigerian, regardless of their abilities, to be well informed in the society. Sophia Norma Uche, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the federal government has declared Tuesday, 1st October 2024, public holiday to commemorate the nation's 64th Independence Day anniversary. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, who made the declaration in a statement on behalf of the federal government, congratulates Nigerians at home and abroad on the occasion. The minister hails the patience and hard work of Nigerian men and women, adding that their sacrifices will not be in vain. Aligning himself with the theme of the anniversary, Tunji Ojo reiterates the need for Nigerians to reflect on the labor of heroes past and be inspired for the tasks ahead, realizing that the dream Nigeria can only be built with unity. While wishing Nigerians a happy Independence Day, the minister urges citizens to remain steadfast in nation building. We don't have any relationship with any non-performing contractors. These were the words of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, when he inspected the construction site of the left-hand service carriageway of the Outer Southern Expressway from the Ring Road 1 to Wasa Junction. Onoze Yakubu completes the story.
While the right-hand service carriageway from the Ring Road 1 to Wasa Junction has been completed, work is still ongoing on the left wing of the project. Visibly not impressed with the level of work on the 15-kilometer road, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike expresses his displeasure over the slow pace of work. He urges the contractor to prioritize the project in order to meet up with the contractual agreement.
I summoned them yesterday with CPC to really come here today to see this for ourselves. Not every time telling you that, oh, we have done so percentage of work. There are no equipment here as at yesterday when I came. But I believe because I said I was coming here today, they have mobilized everybody. And that means I will not accept if this road is completed. Of course, it will help to reduce the traffic congestion and look at economic activity. Look at what's going on here. So it's one of those things we believe that it's routine for us to move from one side to the other and not to sit in the office for you to be reading reports on papers.
He further adds that the project, when completed, will boost economic activities in the area and also ensure free flow of traffic. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Now let's go to the area councils. In view of the dilapidated state of roads in the satellite towns and suburbs of the Federal Capital Territory, the Abuja Municipal Area Council has commenced construction work on adjoining roads in Kujugoro community. Deborah Gazajumaika, who monitored the level of work at the site, tells us more.
We feel good about the road. At least after the road, the movement here is gonna be smooth. There will be no more the kind of dust we used in here. Even the houses here, we feel good about it. So it will really bring a new face of environment to us.
Excited about the development, which is about to open up the area for commercial activities and ease vehicular movement. Some of the respondents commended the chairman Abuja Municipal Area Council for the gesture and thanked him for ameliorating the sufferings of the people.
Seriously, it's a pleasant one. We really want to thank the AMAC chairman for constructing this road. We have been passing through some challenges in respect of this road, most especially when it's come to rainy seasons.
The challenges we have been facing before, when during rain season, we don't have space of, sometimes we may likely go and push ourselves due to the road is not, the road bad, understand? So sometimes during rain season, we find it that the place is not well okay. So by now it's okay. Now it's okay. When you reach Chief Palace up there, you see everything is clear.
The road construction begins from the Chief's Palace to the other parts of the community.
With the help of this present AMAC chairman, the person of Honorable Isaba Mekolongu, who awarded the road, so and it's still ongoing. At least the drainage has been done, so they are now filling the mattress.
Work at the site is almost 60% done. Kuchigoro community is off Umaru Musa Yarua Expressway as one of the communities in Amak, and due to its proximity to the city capital, the community houses mostly low-income earners. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaj Micah, NTA News.
Thank you, Deborah. They're from Kuchigori community. Well, good road networks, accessible and alternative railway is very crucial in development. Exactly what the Minister of FCT is doing. And that's how we conclude From the Territory this week. Please do join us again next Sunday for another interesting package, especially stories from the community. I am Aisha Oba Ali. Have a wonderful day.